Hello guys, this is Tony J. Salimi, and here I'm back on day 3 of Vital Planning for Elevated Living in South Beach, Miami, Florida. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm an author of 3 international best-selling books: A Path to Wisdom, How to Live a Balanced, Healthy and Peaceful Life, Hashtag Loneliness, The Virus of Modern Age, which received many international awards, and I co-authored a book called Fit for Purpose Leadership, book number 3. And I'm also the co-creator of Living My Illusion documentary series. And today we had some incredible news, not only from what I'm doing here in Florida, but also our documentary has been selected as the Impact Documentary Awards, which I shared earlier on Facebook. So, what is it that really brings us in flow with life? Okay, if you see this incredible scenery behind us, and if you observe nature, and if you actually see how nature works, and if you look at the ocean behind, the sounds, the wind that is blowing at the moment, if you look at this incredible sky, everything is in flow with one another. Now, when there is a wind, we have waves. Now, some people may think waves are destructive, other people will use it for surfing. If there's clouds, many people say there is no sunshine. But for farmers would think, okay, there'll be water for their crops. So the truth is, to be really in flow with life is actually observing life, not only with curiosity, but also understanding what dynamics, what processes, what mathematical and physical laws and equations that govern it, and how everything works beautifully together. If we only open ourselves, open our minds, and learn about the things we don't know. And there are 8 processes which today I went with my clients to really get her in flow with the planning that we've been working for the last 3 days. So she's mentally, energetically, emotionally, financially, but also in her relationship, it's aligned to this incredible plan that is evolving every single day. And what's beautiful about it is not only my clients get this incredible clarity, and also I would say a plan where I focus 8 to 10 hours sometimes only on them and only on the vision they want to create, the message they want to communicate, the impact they want to make, but also how to truly be in flow with all of their ideas, with the kind of lifestyle and business they want to create. So what's interesting about this, when you're in flow in life, you actually meet most extraordinary people. You start to really attract those who are in a similar vibration, similar frequency, and similar calling to yourself. And today was no different. Like yesterday, I shared here on live on Facebook after day 2, how just simply having a conversation with my client Timia in London on Facebook from here, South Beach. I met a very nice photographer who actually took some incredible pictures, and I shared them on Facebook, and I credited him for that. Now, one of the things I see many people out there, when you are in business, you never say no to a request. This is what I learned a long time ago. And many people are not aligned to the way they speak and the way they preach. And recently there was an experience that my PA shared with me, which was extremely shocked, having actually supported somebody with their events for them to turn around and actually politely deny the request. So this is when you see whether people are in flow or not flow. Now, the guy who offered to take pictures yesterday, straight away I actually credited him, and I shared him with the world, and then I created some opportunities. And today my client, as we finished the Vital Planning, we took the lift from the beautiful hotel we're staying here, 5-star hotel, and I met an incredible couple just started talking in the elevator. And you know what? This is why I say I love working with ordinary people who are called to do extraordinary things in life. And this beautiful couple happened to work for Credit Suisse. And we started a conversation that actually took almost 2.5 hours. So from total strangers to having this connection, but also being able to help them get some clarity that they actually ask me to help them, just being on the elevator, coming out and being on the beach together and having fun, guys. This is what I say, when you're in flow with yourself and the energy that you radiate, you start to really attract some incredible people and incredible opportunities. Not only that, but I also reached out to fellow entrepreneur, healer and medium, Donna here in Florida, and we had an incredible conversation about her, about the work, the book she published, but also I was invited to actually spend Thanksgiving with her, although I'm busy in here, but just the universe is there to support you no matter what you are doing. So just think about, what is it that you resist? And for some of you who are my students, you know that I've been teaching my 25 principles since 2013. And one of the principles in there on the acronym ALARM, which is the results you want to create. What I notice people, and what I notice today, is the resistance that people build over a period of time. And this is the resistance not only with the self, but also with others. And the way we actually show up in life, the way we unconditionally give when we are asked. It's amazing, it's really amazing when you approach people with curiosity, with fun, being open to just simply sharing your heart out and what is it that you can do for people. It's incredible the kind of opportunities you attract. So just the people I met from Switzerland, we are even thinking to create something bigger, but they also actually are thinking to actually do the vital planning when he will be retiring in March. So I'll put him in touch with my sister in Switzerland. But this is what really changed in me, having spent 30 years in personal, professional and spiritual development industry. I learned to really how to be in flow with life and how to learn and to listen to this inside alarm that I talk about in my book, A Path to Wisdom. Now, Living My Illusion, going back, I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you guys, the people who are behind the Living My Illusion, the filmmakers, the directors, the producers, us the co-creators, me, Joel and Timia, all the people who are in the film, people who've been to our premieres we've had in LA, in London, in New York, and most likely around the world now. People who've given us ideas, who've given us feedback, people who've read my books, A Path to Wisdom, #Loneliness, and took the time to actually share it with other people. I have clients who buy it for their companies, and they share my books as gifts to my publishers, to my coaches, to my mentors, to my teachers, to my healers, to my friends, my family, my partner Toder, his family, and all these wonderful people that I connect at a deeper level towards a common goal. And that common goal is to actually create a bigger impact, to inspire action in another human being, to help another human being really create the success and the life they want, not what you want. And this is the trick, where how do you consolidate all of that knowledge and how to create it? And this is why I was called to really not only help people on a business level, but also help those in business to actually align themselves with their spiritual intelligence and with that authentic, true values that every person has. And when you help them see the bigger picture, they're naturally called to actually work with you. This is how I'm attracting opportunities and new clients wherever I go around the world. Because my point of being, whoever I meet, is from point of service, from point of loving, from point of healing, from point of sharing, and from point of just being with that person. Now, one of the reasons that Living My Illusion is becoming so successful is for sure all the investments I've done in my personal development, spiritual development, all the clients, all the readers, the branding, the people who help me with my celebrity branding, Steve Harrison team here with Quantum Leap, everyone basically. But we're actually tackling a global problem. And when you have a solution to a problem and you have a unique solution to whatever problem you can resolve, it's given that if you commit your mind, your time, your energy, your resources, your money towards creating that vision, that eventually you become extremely successful. Now, majority of the people give up halfway, or most of them give up in the first 5% when they start investing into something like that. This is why I know that both Timmy and Joel are supporting this work and actually working with me to tackle a global issue. And the global issue is what happens to every human being when they go through midlife crisis. Now, for men, it's called midlife crisis, but for women, it's menopause. And as human beings, we become extremely adaptable to changes in our situations. And what I mean by that is, like, when you go through midlife crisis, you become adaptable in actually lying about it. And unless somebody like me comes into your life and be able to really focus you and question everything you do, everything, the way you behave and the way you think and the way you feel about things, you as a man can end up more than 10 years stuck in midlife crisis and not being able to truly live empowered life. Not only that, but you actually might be damaging somebody else's life. So if you are somebody living with a wife, you could be, your midlife crisis can impact them, can impact you as a leader, can impact you as a business owner. And women, on the other hand, they go through the stages of menopause, and menopause can have so many different effects on the emotional state of a woman, but also mental state, but also in business, in leadership, in decision making, and in relationship. Now, when I came to Joel's and Timir's life, I saw two most extraordinary people who built something, who are ready to go to something bigger. And living my illusion is just the first step of them not only honoring their truth and working out through all their challenges, but also using that to inspire millions, if not billions, of people around the world. And this is why they felt extremely called to actually be part of the vision, which I set back in 2008 to really bring everything I've learned, both on a corporate level, a business level, technology engineering level, but also from a healing, psychology, spirituality, and I would say cognitive behavior under one umbrella, so more people can experience this work. And this is why so many clients around the world actually are contacting me and starting working and flying me around the world to focus them, to work with them one-to-one, to be able to transmit this energy, this knowledge and tools and wisdom to help them become better teachers, better leaders, better healers, better human beings, better as men, as women, as mothers, as children, as leaders. And the more you do that for yourself, guys, the more you can inspire other people to follow your steps. And just today was just another example when my client said to me, Tony, I've seen you so many times in action and you never fail to create miracles and you never fail to surprise me. Now, this is, if you want to be the top of the top, you actually really need to take your life seriously. And recently I heard about a few people that I really respect actually went on some ayahuasca trips and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people have asked me about this, and a lot of people think by doing ayahuasca they might create some big breakthroughs in their life, but I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is basically whatever you do in life, all I can tell you personally, I chose to do it internally, meaning every growth that I was seeking, I worked with tremendous teachers and healers from around the world who helped me access that wisdom without the need of external substances for me to have spiritual experiences. Now, of course, it's a free choice for people to learn, but my experience has been I've had work with few people who after having those trips they simply lost it, and it takes a while for you to be able to ground yourself and ground the energy and ground that insights you may get in those moments of going through those trips. But I also have seen so many people lost their mind, and seen many people who end up in mental hospitals and break up relationships and become careless with who they are, meaning they lose total track of their mind and what's ethical, what's valuable and what's not, what's limits in the way you actually treat other people and what comes out of your mouth. So I'm really hoping for those friends who shared on Facebook, they're going on those trips, I would say to you, be extremely careful, and personally I always say to people, you don't need anything external to awaken what's inside of you, to awaken that tremendous wisdom and intelligence that was embedded in your DNA, in your cell, in your particle. And when you access the wisdom that I'm teaching to all of my clients, some of my clients have been with me for 5 to 7 years, you start to really be in flow with life. And being in flow with life, meaning you are certain, you are authentic with who you are, what you want to do in this world, and what can you do for other people. Which meaning you are not going out there because you are driven by fear and separation and by emotion. You're going out there because you are driven by your internal greatness and aspirations and inspirations that come to you for your true authentic self, when you're aligned with your true being, with your values, and aligned with that call of your soul that is not driven by the fears and the emotional states you may have developed over a lifetime. So to be in flow with life, guys, all I can say to you, and I'm going to leave you with one powerful message, is to learn to listen to your internal alarm that is always there by default to protect and safeguard the most precious thing you will ever have, which is your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul. So you have it inbuilt in you. But to do that, this is why I created the methodology, this is why I created the principles, the seminars, the workshops, the private coaching, the healing retreats, to help you find inner peace. And when you are in that inner peace, you hear every sound of your being. Both the sounds that come from those emotional states and experiences that have pained you, and those that come from your frontal cortex and your higher self that are there to guide you. With that, I will say I love you and thank you. Stay blessed. Share the wisdom. Tag somebody on this video. Share it with other people. Read the books. By all means, leave a comment. And if you are called to one of my high-end 5-day program, Vital Planning for Elevated Living, Business Growing and Life Optimizing program, do get in touch. At the moment, I'm pretty much fully booked until the end of January, so the next one will be in February. But this Friday, I'll have a very special offer for all of you guys who take action now, and that is I will give you 50% off my consultation and any program you sign on this Black Friday, because that's why they're there for a lot of people who potentially cannot afford it. They can take action, and for the whole year, you'll be working with me at half price. So that's a gift for humanity. That's a gift for those of you entrepreneurs, leaders, business owners who want to really accelerate your growth, and you want somebody to work on you and focus on you. So all the way from South Beach, Miami, Florida, I will leave you with one message. I love you and I thank you.